In a recent video, we explored PGP, which stands for Pretty Good Privacy, which is not a name that inspires a lot of confidence, but you have to trust me, it's fantastic encryption, and how using a tool called aliceandbob.io can help you keep your emails super private. Today, I'm going to show you how to implement this amazing security protocol into one of the most popular webmail clients on earth, Gmail, for free in under 5 minutes using a special tool called Mailvelope. No complex setup, no changing email providers, just simple, powerful encryption and pure messaging privacy. It's so private, not even Gmail can read your emails. And that's the way it should work. Hey everyone, if you haven't watched my PGP explainer video, I'll leave a link down below and you better check it out. It's a blockbuster. But don't worry if you haven't seen it. Here are the highlights. When you send a regular email, your message passes through a bunch of different servers to reach its final destination. While modern email services like Gmail use encryption to protect your messages in transit and in storage, they're the ones holding the decryption keys. It's sort of like leaving your Bitcoin on an exchange. You're trusting that the exchange will keep your Bitcoin private and secure, and you're trusting that Gmail will keep your messages private and secure. This means that your email provider can read your messages anytime they decide it's necessary. For example, to comply with legal requests or to provide services like spam filtering or search results. PGP fixes this by adding end-to-end encryption, where only you and the recipient have the keys and therefore the access to read the message. Sort of like having one of those cans on a string. Remember when you were a kid? You stretch the string from can to can and you talk into the can? It's exactly like that. Here's how it works in general. Everyone who uses PGP has 2 encryption keys. A public key that's like your mailing address and a private key that's like a key to your private mailbox. And you share that public key with everyone you know, just like you would with your physical address. When someone wants to send you a private message, they simply use the public key to lock down the message so no one can read it. The cool part is only your private key, which you've kept safe and secure, can unlock the message that has been encrypted with your public key. Even the person that's sending you the message can't read the message after they've encrypted it with your public key. This makes PGP perfect for journalists who are protecting sources, businesses sharing sensitive information, evil dictators issuing commands, or anyone who wants their email to stay truly private. And the best part is, it's mathematically proven to be super secure. Not even the most powerful computers on earth can break this encryption. Now let's see how to put this into practice with Mailvelope. In today's video, I'm going to concentrate on Gmail since that's the most popular webmail provider, and I'm going to add a little Yahoo Mail on the side. Instructions for integration with other webmail providers are available on the Mailvelope website under the Getting Started tab. So what is Mailvelope? Mailvelope is a free browser extension that's available for Chrome, Firefox, and Edge browsers that adds encryption right into your existing Gmail and Yahoo Mail accounts. Think of it like adding a security upgrade to your webmail account without making any changes to how you use your regular email. And you guessed it, it's open source, which means security experts and anyone who's interested can verify that it's doing exactly what it claims to be doing. So how does Mailvelope work with Gmail? Is Mailvelope going to be able to read your emails? Mailvelope integrates with Gmail through a special browser extension that recognizes when you're in the Gmail application and injects its functionality into the web interface. When you install it, Mailvelope helps you create or import a PGP key pair. Your private key is stored locally on your machine and encrypted with a password you create. When sending an encrypted message, you'll compose the email as you would normally with Gmail, but Mailvelope adds an encryption button. When you click that button, it opens a secure iframe separate from Gmail's environment where you write your message. Mailvelope then encrypts this message using the recipient's public key and inserts the encrypted text into Gmail's compose window. And the recipient needs their corresponding private key to decrypt it. For receiving encrypted emails, when Mailvelope detects a PGP block in an incoming email, it offers a decrypt button. When you click it, it prompts you for your password to unlock your private key and displays the decrypted message in a secure iframe, completely isolated from Gmail's environment. The security advantage is that your private key and the actual message content in plain text never touch Gmail's servers. All encryption and decryption occur locally in your browser before sending or after receiving. This way, Gmail can never read your secure encrypted messages. Okay, now the part you've been waiting for. Let's head over to the Mailvelope website, poke around a little, then we'll go over to the browser extension page. We'll install the browser extension, and then we'll start the whole process of implementing Mailvelope into our Gmail client. I'll see you there. All right, here we are at mailvelope.com, and let's poke around a little bit, take a little tour of the website, and then we'll go to the browser extension page. So we have here, we're on the home page. We can see that Mailvelope is a browser add-on that works with Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. You can download the Mailvelope extension here and some information on why you should pick Mailvelope, and compatible with all of these different webmail providers. I believe it is a product from Germany, so there's some European webmail providers, including this one and this one and this one, I believe, and some others. And that's it on the home page. Then they have a products page. This is what we're going to be using, the free version. You can pay for a version, which is actually very reasonable, €3 per user. Some open source sort of guarantee, if you will. Getting started page, which gives you all kinds of step-by-step instructions to implement this into your system. Add your key pair. You can look at this at your own time. And this is how you work with other webmail providers. They have a very extensive FAQ page, some updates in their blog, and some other things available here. All right, let's go ahead and click the download Mailvelope button here. And it takes us right to the Chrome Web Store and the Mailvelope extension. It should say install in Chrome or Brave or whatever you're using. I'm using Brave. This says remove from Brave because I actually have it installed right up here, which you can't see. It's off screen. It's in my extensions bar. So click install, add to Brave or add to Chrome or whatever you need, whatever browser you're using. And then let's go ahead and open the extension. I'm going to click the extension here. And it says, let's get started. Configure Mailvelope to get started. If you click this red button, it will take you to the first page in the Mailvelope application, and I'll see you there. Now, a quick note here. During installation with Gmail, you're going to see an alert about Gmail API integration. This API integration is necessary for Mailvelope to work with Gmail properly. It lets Mailvelope insert encrypted text into your emails, handle the send button from the encryption editor, and automatically decrypt messages for viewing. Without this integration, which you don't have to have, you'll need to copy and paste the encrypted text manually between Mailvelope and Gmail. The extension cannot read your emails. It only sees messages and needs to encrypt and decrypt. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the extension homepage. This is the homepage of the extension after I click the Get Started button, and we're given setup instructions here. We can either generate a key pair or we can import a key. We're actually going to do both, sort of. I'm going to show you how to import a key first because we need a partner to send that is using Mailvelope to send our email or our test email to. Of course, I'm going to send a test encryption email. So I'm going to use my Yahoo account and encrypt or add a key pair for the Yahoo account first by importing it here. And then I'm going to show you the API integration through the Gmail account. All right. So what we're going to do is click the import key button. And we're going to use our Yahoo account for this import key. Now, there's two ways to do it. You can copy and paste the key set from your a text file, or if you have a .asc file that contains your keys, you can add the file right here. Now, in order to get an ASC file and a key pair, if you don't have one, you can generate one on the other page, or you can go to aliceandbob.io, which is right here. You put in your email address. In this case, it's a Yahoo address. You add a very strong passphrase, and then you press generate, and it will give you a public and private key, and then you copy them, and you go over to the Mailvelope, and you can paste them in here, okay? So I'm going to copy them and paste them in here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I pasted the public and private key on top of each other into the text from clipboard section. I pressed import keys, and I'm given this confirmation. The email is snakamoto@myyahoo.com is my PGP fingerprint, and I'm going to confirm, and we are good. So the private keys are in here for this Yahoo address, and now we can go to Gmail. I'm going to actually go to the Gmail app right now and sort of create the keys in a backwards fashion. I'll show you how to do that. So let's go over to Gmail right now. All right, here we are in my Gmail account. As you can see, I keep it very clean. And this button is brand new to the page because I installed that browser extension. So I'm going to click that. And after some neat graphics, it says using the Gmail API. It's giving sort of a warning saying that the API can read email and send email using this email address. And I'm going to sign in with Google. I'll do this and I'll be right back. Okay, I signed in with Google, gave it all the permissions I needed to, and this is what I'm left with here. It says compose a secure email. This is the window where you create a secure email, and I'm going to close this for the time being. I'm going to cancel this and get rid of this security alert, and now we're back nice and clean. So if I click this again, that's the compose button. So I have a regular compose button for unencrypted emails, and now I have a compose button. I can only send encrypted emails to email recipients that I have their public key, and I keep their public key in the Mailvelope application or the Mailvelope browser extension. And I get there by clicking the browser extension, and now I have a little different drop-down where I have dashboard, keyring, file encryption, etc. So we're going to go to the dashboard, which is the Mailvelope site, if you will. And it's sort of a different home page here. But what we were at before was the key management page. Now we've got the Nakamoto, and I'm going to go back and give you a little tour of this interface. So we've got manage keys. That takes us to the key management section. Then we've got Encrypt, where we can encrypt attachments, and Decrypt, where we can decrypt attachments. And then there's options for the application, for the browser extension. Okay, so let's go through some of these a little bit. Authorized domains. These are the various webmail providers that we can use. Security. Secure background. We can change the background so we know that it's our browser extension and not some fake one. Gmail API, and that looks good. Oh, I think this should be ticked. No, that's the way it should be. Security log and key directories and analytics. Okay, let's get out of here, and we're going to go to Gmail, and we're going to try to send an encrypted email over to my Yahoo Mail account. Okay, here we are in Gmail. I click the compose button over here, add my recipient, S. Nakamoto, and you see how this is green? That means that I have their public key. If this was red, like let's just pick a random email address. So if I type a random email address in here, you can see how that email address is red because I don't have their key. So it searched my database. I don't have their public key to be able to encrypt it. So it's not going to be an encrypted message. So I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, let's add a subject, test email, and a secret message. I'm going to go grab something and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to paste my message in here, and I don't have any attachments. I'm going to check out the options. I can sign the message as S. Nakamoto. No, I want to sign it as... Okay, I realized I just forgot something, so I'm going to go back and generate some keys that are associated with my Gmail account because I can't sign it from my Gmail account, only my Yahoo account. I'm going to close this for now, and then we're going to go back to the Mailvelope homepage and generate some keys. All right, here we are at key management, and I'm going to press this generate button right here. I'm going to type my name in, my email, enter a password that I'm going to use to encrypt and decrypt the messages out of my Gmail account, and then I will press generate, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to press generate in a second. Let me put my name in here, and let's try to generate some keys for Jan 3 BTC. There we go. Roger Johnson, Jan 3, and we're done. All right, sorry about that. I'm going to go back to Gmail, and we're going to recompose that message. But first, I have to verify my email address, show message. Now I have to enter my password, and there it is. Hello, Roger Johnson. verify your address, clicking on the following link, done. I'm going to delete this and we should be good to go. Okay, let's go ahead and compose an email message by pressing this button right here. And then we get our secure email iframe. I'm going to send it to my buddy, S. Nakamoto. And I'm going to do a test email. And I hid the seed phrase in the bread drawer. Okay, no attachments with this. I'm going to sign this as Roger Johnson. I'm not going to add an extra key. And then I'm going to send. Email was sent successfully. So you saw how we installed Mailvelope, saw how we added keys through Gmail. First, we had to install the API so that it could work with Gmail, and then we had to manually create keys in the Mailvelope Extension homepage. Sorry about that misstep. Now let's go over to the Yahoo account and see what that looks like. While I'm waiting for that email to appear in the Yahoo account, I'm going to go ahead and create a new message in Yahoo. And you have your normal creation window right here. But there's a special Mailvelope button right here. And if I hover over it, it says write secure email. I'm going to send an email to my buddy, Roger Johnson. There he is. I just typed in ROG. It's green because I have his public key. Okay, message received. I'm going to sign it as S. Nakamoto, encrypt it. Now I'm going to add my password associated with that key. I'll go get that and I'll be right back. I'm going to paste the password. Press OK, and there's the message. Now I'm going to send it out to my buddy, Jan3, and secret. Send, and we'll see how that goes. I still have not received the message that I sent from the Gmail account, and I'm not sure what that's all about. Okay, finally, my email came through. It was actually in my spam folder, so you got to watch out for that. This is the email that we sent from Gmail to the Yahoo Mail account. I'm going to open it and see what we have here. It says show message. That's really neat. Now I have to enter my Yahoo Mail password associated with these keys. I'll grab that and paste it in here. Press OK. There we go. That is the secure email sent from my Gmail account that no one except Satoshi Nakamoto was privy to. Super cool. I'm going to delete that. Now I'm going to go back over to Gmail and see if our mail from Yahoo has showed up in the Gmail inbox. Oh, there it is. Great. And it says automatically show message. I'm going to have to paste in my key. Okay, I'll paste in the password for this email address. Press OK. And Mr. Satoshi has acknowledged the receipt of my private email. And there it is. And that's it. Pretty cool. Just a quick note. If you want to send an encrypted attachment, you can send it directly from the Compose email, encrypted email iframe or window. And if you send it to another Gmail user, they can decrypt the attachment very easily. But if you send it to another user, they're going to have to use the Mailvelope homepage in order to decrypt that attachment. It's a little hassle, but it still works. Also, to answer a question you might have, can I use the Mailvelope extension to send encrypted emails to people that don't have the Mailvelope extension? And the answer is sort of. If they don't have PGP integrated into their email provider, they cannot decrypt the message. So it'll just be gobbledygook. If they use a PGP encrypted email provider like Proton or some other services available, including a Thunderbird email client that has PGP built in, you can send directly to them. They don't have to have the Mailvelope extension necessarily, but it would make it a lot easier. Oh, I wanted to show you, if you want to delete your keys off of the public record, you have to go to the key management page of the Mailvelope extension and go to search. And then you go to the keys.mailvelope.com directory here, and it looks like this. And then you can manage your keys. And you do that by pressing try it now. And if you wanted to search for a friend of yours, you would just type their email address in here and press search, and that is their public key. Then you can send them encrypted emails directly without asking them for their public key. That's a good way to find that. And if you want to change your public key or your key set, or you just want to get out of this whole thing, you can type your email address into the delete button, press delete, and you've been deleted from the public record. Okay, that's it. Hope this answers some questions you may have. Now, here's some pro tips that you need to keep in mind when using Mailvelope. It's super important to back up your keys somewhere safe, like a password manager or offline or a hard drive that's offline, someplace super safe and secure. Also remember that email addresses and subject lines are not encrypted. That is, don't put any part of your secret in the subject line. Use something like update or something neutral like that instead of secret project details in the subject line. You can also use the Mailvelope key server to find other Mailvelope users that you're familiar with. You can search in their key server and find emails that you know of friends that you or contacts that you want to stay in touch with in a private manner. And if possible, verify the recipient's public keys in person, just so you know you got everything correct, because you don't want to encrypt a message, send it out, and have it so that they can't decrypt it with their private key. And just another tip, when you type in an email address into the encrypted email box, composition box, it has to be green. That means that you know and have in your account their public key, the recipient's public key, and the email will be encrypted. If it is red, you have to abort the whole thing and start over and get their public key accurately. And if you receive an email and it says no private key available for this message, that means someone used the wrong public key and sent you an encrypted message. So you just have to contact them and tell them to resend the message and give them the correct public key again. And there you have it, military-grade encryption right in your browser. Remember all that mumbo-jumbo that we learned about PGP earlier in the video? Well, now you're using it. It's super easy. Just follow the installation steps one by one. I'm sorry for that little mix-up about the keys on the Gmail side, but don't forget to create your set of keys for your Gmail account using the Mailvelope homepage key management area. Now, if this all seems overwhelming and it's just too much to hassle with, you might want to consider an option like Proton Mail, which includes all of this PGP encryption baked into the whole system. You don't have to deal with any keys or anything like that. And when you send an email to another Proton user, it is always encrypted end to end. And Proton Mail does have free accounts. So go ahead and try that if this seems a bit overwhelming. But if you're tied to Gmail for work or for other reasons, Mailvelope offers a really nice compromise, letting you add encryption without changing your email address or leaving Google's ecosystem. Drop a comment below if you have any questions. Don't forget to check out my PGP explainer video if you want to understand more about what's happening under the hood. I'll leave the link in the description. And that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.